change. But finally, we are here. POLYPLAY Tournament 1 and Illuminar Gaming are gonna face off the fate from Bulgaria, Poland against the South. It's a bit tough, but Illuminar Gaming starting on the city side. Not big of an investment, just the Kevlar on the cities, and Fate won't be really investing much as well, just the Kevlar. I would expect some smokes or nades for punishing of the players without the Kevlar, but Oscar already has the chance and picks up the kill on the other side of the map. As we can see, Patrick lurking in the connector area. He might be having a shot on someone on short, but there's still no one peeking towards him, and doors are locked for now. Just playing around with the info. It's the better side for the cities till now. 1 man advantage. That's gonna lead to them, but Mary not unlucky on the pistol and already goes for the first kill. Then the hybrid still manages to get a kill. And I'm not sure we are in the corpse, but Raftu already punishes Oscarish, and now the situation is 3v3, and I feel that there might be something wrong with the Illuminar guys. They didn't really have to participate in the round at all, just already having the advantage. That was enough. But so far, so good for Fate. Creeping around the connector. Might be a good choice at the bomb site. There's only one guy that's gonna be Bogdan Rocket around the pillar area. Soon to move there. 30 seconds. Just the USPs now, kid. Tough retake. Playing on time. Pompon is up. Now it's turn of Illuminar. Peek with the USPs. Get those heads rolling. Yet there is no many missed shots from Bogdan. Fate choosing the safe strategy. Not really showing up in the short area. Yet there's a guy in the monster area already off. Hybrid buried in the life. Grave, and let's see it. Raftu still punishes the players, plays the time, peeks the well, and it's just the last kill for him. 1v4, basically for himself. Yeah, he didn't need teammates, just play the time, and Fate already up in the points. That's gonna be a goodbye for the T side. Meanwhile, Illuminar won't be sticking to pistols. They are gonna upgrade. We're gonna see scout. We're gonna see some nades finally. They might change up the round a bit. At least the control. And we've lost the player on the Illuminar side. Probably some technical difficulties. And I hope the pulse is gonna come in. If not, then they're gonna try and play with the disadvantage. But yeah, there's the technical pause. So far, 4 kills on Raftu. Meanwhile, Illuminar Gaming split what they could. Really a bad start of the game for the T's. It's something that they wanted to already have. As you win the pistol round in here, of course you get those 2 rounds for free if nothing really goes out of the ordinary. And Fate just needs some preparing now with the smoke for the utility. If they take up the connector area, maybe the middle toilets, that could help out a lot with the info. And after all, the decision about the default and the execute as well. Both teams well known in their respective ESCA leagues. I can even say that they've had some international background behind them. Fate 5th to 8th in IEM4 qualifier, then the 9th and 16th in the first one. They won against Gamer Legion, but yet lost to Visokakov and Havu. Yeah, they are playing the ESC Advanced, where they come 7 to 8. Not a bad decision and not a bad results for them, as it's not really far from the Premier. And as you may know, that Premier is a qualification or qualifier basically for the ESL Pro League that already happened this year. Meanwhile, Illuminar, there's Oscarish. For a little while, he was already member of a few Polish teams. That shuffle is really tough, since Weepy lost their Polish setup and Polish company. Yeah, that Golden 5 just couldn't recover from that. So Illuminar is the have a second choice if you are up in the Polish scene. Meanwhile, Fate, one of the strongest. If I'm not mistaken, there was also already Vindigo with Ships and Bubble and this Co that was kind of playing around and even had pretty good results in the VESG, and that's a good achievement. It's quite a big prize pool for just the national tournament. And yeah, the competition was quite tough. There was NIP if my mind is struggling. Really, the LANs are something that I'm missing. I was this year on one small LAN in Czech city named Ostrava. We came third, and yeah, the conditions kind of changed a lot. Of course, you have to wear the mask. You can't really be together with the teams and communicate, you know, with your hands, basically. Some, face bumps and handshakes. That's something that is really needed for CS, and it helps out the mood when you're in game. I wish those LANs come back. There's a few already happened in the pro scene, but the more amateur and tourneys that are just coming up have to figure it out. What are they about to do? Of course, they would like to see the LAN go there by themselves, be a fans of the teams, and really feel the crowd. That's something that really makes the CS go different. You have the biggest interaction. Of course, it's not just like a football with like maybe 60,000 people, but there's like 20,000 people in the arena, and they're cheering on those teams that are really something important to them. And those times might come sooner or later, as the game just started right now. Finally, after a long break between those two teams, down technical difficulties were already discovered, discussed, and hopefully fixed. Let's see, Moscourge already 50 HP left, and there we go. The SMGs are making the work, 2 back 10 kills, and that's just a bit what I expected from the Fate. They've had a stronger buy. Many players just didn't have the head armor, and that makes really a tough point for the CDs. I kind of used to buy pistol and just Kevlar, because yeah, I was afraid of those pesky Galeos and Mac 10s. But as you can see, sometimes even the Kevlar won't save you. Fate in a 4v3 situation, creeping around the A side. I feel like this snake is gonna cut to the chase quite soon. We will rotate from the city side. Smokes line up into toilets. This must be a perfect hit, because if they somehow struggle, the scout might be doing this work. Maybe nowadays a Deagle. Merida misses the needed shots, and Nikki is the one that took the medicine. Yet there's Patrick to trade off those pesky Deagles, and we can see that it's 2-0, and the Fate, in a good faith, starting the match in their favor. Of course, it's gonna be a free win or free one for them. Just against the pistols. Yeah, no big of an investment from the Illuminar side. And there we go, 1 man down. I feel that Illuminar just don't have the luck on their side today, as they already have lost a player now just because of the technical problems. But they don't have to be worried. They still have a nade, and they somehow make the damage by themselves if they time it correctly. Very brave from the one CT in the ABC area. One molly could really easily expose him, and yeah, that ain't the good stuff. Just 1 minute left, and Fate only discovering this map. The players I would just get into the side quickly, as they have the gun advantage, of course. That's something that they need. Meanwhile, Illuminar happy for any kill that comes their way. Smokes in. A side already taken, and yeah, it's gonna be a tough retake if they even try to do that, but if I was in their place, I would just go for it. Nothing to lose, just with the pistols. And 1 HE to make a difference. Very safe from Fate. Really pacifistic way of playing the game against Eco, not even dinking anyone, as Tomic left by himself, and yeah, the KD won't be looking nice for him yet, but maybe someone else will get some heads. Yes, Fate now approaching the stuck guys in the area, but no, the HE from Mary kills Zen! Come on, not Eco that they won it, and they even leave away those 2 kills to farm with the guns of Team Illuminar Gaming, or Team Fate, as Illuminar Gaming at least gets first kill in this round, and the last, of course. As the round is over, and we can see finally 3 points in a row. Good start for Fate. No worries though, this might be a chance for the Polish side to get some recovery going on against them 3 Mac-10s. Yeah, Oscarish on the op. This is a glass cannon, so if this works, it's gonna work well. At least get some kills in between Mary, or beside that, Mary already active in the connector area. There's the peek, there's the flash, and Mary stands his round. And yeah, there's no way of backing off in this situation. He's still on 10 HP, so better back off now. Till someone takes his head off. Peek up, peeking. Nikki on his first. Finally something more possible for the cities. 43. Yet Bogdan not checking the angle. Shaky's already in the back. That's great info. Great call maybe from him, as the team is going to approach any of the bomb sites. And they know that A is really, really open wide. Oh, what is this? It's a B hit then. Shaky's not afraid of this. And if he makes at least a kill, that will be a miracle. 40 seconds, peeks off, but Tomic already good on the trigger and spots this guy peeking out. No worries though. 2 CTs on the spot. Spill gap and the defuse kit must be a difference that makes the round winnable now for the Polish side. There's gonna be peeking into the most area. No worries though. Tomic at least now picks up the kill, but it's 2v4. Shake again beside the flank. Now into the action. Use the short. No info given. Now just play up to the Polish side. Flashes in. There is no one to shoot. Yet Oscarish finally with the op pulls out a kill. And now it's just hybrid. No worries. Just hiding. But Oscarish, what was that? Just wallbanging the guy straight in the face. Execution that he wanted to see. But is the right time? 2 seconds. Yeah, it's gonna be close. But at least Illuminar pick up the first pieces of their faith. And yeah, it was really disgusting to see the wallbang. I wish there was a replay from this point of view, as he had the info, of course. 2 guys speaking, the last guy from the Fate, and no way of escaping. Meanwhile, Fate finally organized and into 5 AKs. These hats might be a bit different on these picks, of course. On the other side, and 4A1SS. New meta since the last update. Let's see the up though. Play in hands of Oscarish. Peeks the mid. No. It's now double peek. And Oscarish is already not in the read. Shaq meanwhile already picks up a kill. And it really feels like nothing is going on in Illuminar. The calls are just not there. And A side already taken by Fate. Even the retake is on the way. I can't see it clearly. Hungry guys for Fate. They're thinking about the B head as well. Oh, Patrick ready to execute someone. But his head should be the op. Only if someone peeked. Alright. Different mind. Bulgarians might back off here, but the peek is gonna cost Bogdan's life. And that's not nothing for Fate. They already take the chance and conquer the mid area. 2v4 for them again. No Oscar to save them now. Just them against Zen in a really tricky spot. And it feels that we have nothing going on from the CD side, as they decide to save. And of course, that's a difference between those two teams, that Illuminar just don't want to make the plays first. Of course, we've seen Oscar to the op in the connect area, and of course, around the middle, Mary had the same role. But it feels like there's something that just not clicking. Yeah, beside the guns, the team is just not working together. Like the calls, peeking solo on mid against two guys, like they know that there's no control of the map. And they still decide to go. Maybe at least a save, maybe the exits. Yeah, that would help. At least one more kill, and that would be really horrific for Fate. Lose those guns for free, but Patrick, okay, almost a double. Not afraid to step in with his foot. But the T's capitalized on the board. So light up the number 4. Couple of the Eagles. Illuminar really not spending much. Stomach holds the hero AK that he saved. This could be a nail in the coffin. But they decide to peek in together. Yet the T's are not really encouraging the aggression. Maybe only on the B side. There's Zan spotting the Eagle. Works out at least the one kill between him and Shake. Was no difference though. Again the retake. 4v4. The Poly side still acceptable to go in. The only factor is the AK. One kill. That was all he needs, but Patrick, what is the info? What is the peaks? Rafted together with him. At least dispatches one of them. But it feels like the slow trigger on Illuminar side might be costing them another round. Even though it was eco, even though they didn't really want to expect a match from this, there might be some at least avoidable kills, but avoidable was not death of Illuminar. And the AKs and AWP still lives another day. Illuminar in the negatives. Till now we can see Ralph to Patrick, and Shaggy around 6. Meanwhile, Mary and Oskarish. Those two pesky men on the city side with more kills. Yeah, again, CD up. Last time was Gaskinum, now it's full setup. Gonna see a different approach up to the mid. It's a good step. Good calls, but no peaks yet for the Illuminar that would give them anything for free. Sando trying his best. Leaky though. Aggression on mid, that might help out and spread out the Illuminar side onto every spot in the map, and this Molly, yeah, just a millimeter ahead. And it would be already crispy. And really burning in his own flames. Defaults though, execute massively precise. Open hand on both teams. Tomic, brave man, he's gonna peek in, he's gonna get a flash, but this might be a bit more than he wanted. Raftu though finishes him off. He's on the least Bogdan on the side. He now must carry the weight. He now somehow hold the side, but no. That is way too much. Much of a compliment for him to get a one kill. It's gonna be cheeky from Oskarish. If he at least speaks one guy, could be an opening into the retake. Mary on the other end. Sneaking around. Be waiting for someone to peek the short area, but there's no one to be, and maybe that's a bait for Oskarish. Alright, one kill could be there, but the miss. That could be anything. At least minimize the money of Fate. They're gonna be rich as hell. And yeah, even richer than Donald Trump or anyone else. And yeah, Bulgarians again on the board. I just feel like this is not going the way that the Polish team wanted. Of course, they are not the brightest, they're not the best in here. But Fate is giving them military breathing space, or they should conquer themselves on breathing space. Again, the op. Yeah, not a big deal for Illuminar. And we've seen the rounds are just coming up, and not gonna become a change. Now again, up to mid control goes Mary. No info for him. Fate are not giving anything for free. Now though, the 888, no one hits. Well, at least that's 3 men already spotted on the B side. Illuminar can work with that. But then a bit better with the Eagle, but Hybrid a bit more aggressive than he wanted. Just one kill and Bogdan though. No, not the way that he wanted. No. Not the Eagles. Not the Eagles. Okay, Nikki is here to save it. The doctor came. And now 3v2. Oscarich now has to just peek. Great shot. Bomb is left on the bomb side, but out of the reach of the city side. 1v2. Nikki can do this if he just waits a little longer. If he peeks now, then he might be safe. 2 1v1s. All he needs. Be smart. Play the time. The clock is ticking. No stress. Just the peaks, just the kills. But Mary, better with the Deagle. And it feels that Deagle was won around, not even the op. Just one kill in the whole action. And it seems that at least something is working out for the Illuminar side. As we can see, many bullets exchanged. But it might be too late. Their economics ended bad. You can see Zan with 5-7. Mary on the AWP, and it's gonna be first time double offset on the CT side. Great stuff. At least I would like to see some boost or use it in a ramp boost way. Because stationary ops ain't the way to go. Well, Fate didn't want to be static, and Zan now spots a bit more than he wanted. Tomic the goat, still on the trigger, still on the side, and holds the angles pretty well. This might be a really soup from the guys of Fate. Alright. Round 2 by himself. 1 kill would be gold. Okay, there we go. Want to start. Anything else? Anyone wants to peek? Round 2 is ready. He's got still a minute with him. The smokes ain't gonna help. There's still some aces in the sleeves of Illuminar. Couple of mates, the op. And round 2 undecisive. Wait, wanna try it? Does he not wanna try it? That's the question. Right. Bomb could be in his hands any second now. And if he rewards himself with a kill, even better. Okay, maybe it's just a waiting game. Maybe he was his plan all along to stress out the players of Illuminar. But he needs to peek, he needs to think fast. Oh, missed! And there's another. Expected that one. Now it's just 2v1v1s and nobody needs to peek, nobody needs to go. But Bogdan just holds his ground. And we see that it's already on the 3rd point for Illuminar. The numbers are looking great. The economics as well, but Fate are losing their needed home soil. Take that on Patrick. I like that choice. Really precise in the rushes. And it might be one towards the short on B. Illuminar reacts with the open connector. Miss for Mary. But the 2 ops might be really handy. Again, it's not that big of a deal of a default of Illuminar. They rotate up already, up on the middle in the first seconds of the round. No, okay, we are safe here. No need to peek now. Just hold the angles. So Oscarich holds the dots pretty well. Just like he could sit there and wait a minute. Posted up on the angle. Expecting the aggression. Again, slow strat. Just like Navi did back in the past with Zeus. With Starix. Maybe someone with Peaky Blinders could be in there. But they really make it a bit more competitive. Of course, this is only best of 1. No one wants to lose this. Otherwise both teams go home, but look at that. Handy boost just in the right time, right place. And Raptor already in. Zando, not the way that he wanted it. And Patrick already with a Tech 9. I was saying that it's a great weapon. And we can see that it really helped out a lot. The destiny of Illuminar in this round is probably already written. To be fair, Nikki even has more than a chance to get the backstab. To get those both players peeking out, plays the time, he knows the info now. He just needs to tap those two heads, they have to peek into him, and no worries, he knows everything. Just peek 111, okay. Bogdan though, kinda expecting the push. I was really surprised that there were no 2 kills, but Shake cleans up after the round. You see that these sides somehow are better for the Bulgarians. I would like to see their city side as well, as they're not even afraid to gamble the stacks for the bomb sites. They just throw the nades, not even check the sites without the open. Of course, they're somehow working with 5v4 every round. Illuminar could only break the spell 3 times. Finally, some herring action in the monster. One flash could be enough just to beat the guy in the monster. There's the guy off. And control for the cities. Now they can anchor the A side. But there might be a heading of a brigade named Fate. Forces split up on both flanks. Both fronts. Just the impatient Oper in the toilets. But Fate ain't gonna give anything. Just a peek. Tomic though, unexpected in the water. It might be a demise for Fate. They have to act quick. Not much time to lose, not much time to plant, and at least the bomb site is already theirs. Raftu defends like a Spartan. Now we had Hybrid and Zen trade themselves for something. Nado finishes the job, and Shike kinda a bit overextended. Yeah, the AWP might be saved for the Polish. And there we go, Nikki again in the flank. I feel like a Nikki could be really great in the age of Get Right. That could always find a way to get a backstab. Of course now he's retired. But the impression still stands. Sometimes I just feel that flankers and supports and IGOs are not really that appreciated by the teams, and they usually do the most job of anyone else. As we talked with Miley, everybody wants to be entry, everybody wants to be star in the upper and be in the highlights, but no one sees the hard work that's going behind the scenes. I'll be surprised if there was any coach, but Zan, okay, Zan off. Rafted again. He doesn't feel like the entries are going to go his way if he doesn't go for them. Oblast. Recovered by Bogdan. But the Eagles are still gonna hit Sandy off as well. But all down. Just Mary. Pick up the shoes, pick up the bags, and get over it. 1v4. And he might as well think about the save. But it's damn crazy that Raftu, all the time, opening up, already on 16 kills. Just in 12 rounds. Not bad. It's Mary. At least dispatches one of the guys that already spilled some blood. He knows they are hunting him and he needs to save in a good spot, and this might be just it, but the AWP assist, last 2 seconds. Oh wait. Safe and sound into the next round. And I can see that Fate are going to take the timeout. Of course, if you have any admiration or anything they want to say to the teams, don't be afraid. They need your support, and if there's anything, then the hype is what is needed in here. If you are Bulgarian, if you are Polish, if you are Slovak, if you are from UK, don't be afraid and show your support to the teams. Fate just know that they are on a winning wave. And we can see that another time that has already struck the Illuminar. The unlucky disconnect. Meanwhile, as I have checked the bracket, Dynamo Eklot are already in the second round, waiting for the opponent. And I'll check for the update on the other teams, as we have probably 63 teams in. Many of them already out. For example, No Limit Gaming already in the second round against Trasco. And maybe, whereas Toric, then they're already in the second round. They're going to play against Ago Nest. That's the academy team of Ago. And the Polish scene is quite big, so why not see the academies for a while? As Illuminar is the main setup and main roster of this organization. There are not many. Well, we are happy to see even the talent. And the teams are managing the younger players, and they are, of course, advancing them. I know that NIP had a tournament where they took the academy player, and he was performing quite well. Of course, there were some, small bugs and mistakes. But on the other hand, if you consider the guy was from the academy, makes a difference, Still proves his name and that he's something capable of playing on a tier 1 scene in a while. Speaking of academies, I've registered that there's a tournament going on with the academies of the teams. There was some Mouse, there was probably Big, Navi, and I think the Young Ninjas as well. So the academies are really fighting hard. And let's get over this match, as Fate are now leading 9-3. Their half is won. But not over till now. Or till the 16th point. Little spray and pray, and smokes. No corpses lying around. That's a good point for Illuminar. They need every single round. Now they need 6 to at least make it a tie. But no more for both then. May reaches to the art. No luck on him either. Fate once again just finding the entries. I don't know what did I eat on the breakfast or the lunch, but it looks like Shake already drives it in. Now just 2v5. Illuminar hiding in the site, but Hybrid already in. I don't know if Illuminar forgot that this is CS:GO, but you need to go for the kills, and till now, Fate already had the upper hand. They got to the side, planted the bomb, and got the round over. And as I speak, the 10th point, or the double digits, on the Bulgarian team. I feel like Illuminar just ain't gonna recover. And I hope that they make it at least a bit more competitive into the second half. Of course, I'm not saying the comeback is unreal. As you can see, a 7-run deficit. That'd be a lot. Well, Fate deciding to switch the play. And they are going into the smoke, into the site, into the peaks. And here, Hybrid already in. No worries, he entries. But Tommy and Zan already had the chance as well. Patrick, though, I don't know if Patrick was recruited to be the support, but anything he sees, he kills. That kind of implies the draft 2 and Shag as well. But Oscar would like to have a word with someone from Fate and get at least a couple of kills on the play and the scoreboard. Very spotted, even with a nade, inflicts some damage. Scourge, no scope to sight, but yeah, too short for Patrick. Again, it's the saving situation. It's game time, but not with the orb, of course. So, if it makes sense, at least the one guy was gonna be safe. Never mind, Nikki took it into his own hands. It's 11-3. All right, no boost yet. Besides that one on short from Fate. That was for 1 kill only. And it might be not their best map, of course, best of 1 series. If we would see best of 3 and they would pick their favorite map pick, that would be a difference. You know, if they would play Engine or Vertigo, it'd be a different story, of course. Getting double nades towards B side, no one there. Yet the entry leading scoreboard again for RAF2. No kit. That'd be a trouble if the round proceeds to its last second. Frame it, free connector. That's a fate choice. But maybe a bit more unclear information. Bogdan 2 would have the entry back. That's a 1 step, and the other is to win the round. Illuminar in 4v3, and a minute left on the clock. Still something that they can work around. Maybe it's gonna be just small face style. If you can find a pick, go in. But then there wouldn't be Tomic. But he's gone, already on the other side. And it feels like the 12 is unexpectable for the Fate, as it's 2v2 now. Really on both sides here. Thinking about the spot, about the plan, about the smokes, but no thinking for Oskarish. It's just now Bogdan in the last half, in the last round of the half. Let's put it that way. And it's going to be Bogdan's now only choice to win this 1v1. No kid on him. 1v1. The peak's already in, but there's no time left. No kid on him. And just a bait. That was only his choice. And he knows it's over. Fate somehow managed to figure out the 12 point from the entry lead to entry lose or loss. And to the winning half. Really landslide victory of the Bulgarian side. And I hope the overtime won't be necessary for now. It's just the first round, and there we see the switch as Fate already came up on the D's, or respectively on CD side. Bit of a switch, both down on Molly and flushes. Really helpful in the situation, at least for the entry. Glocks are in the best way to go in, as they don't have one tap on potential, but you know, if you flash and get closer, it really comes deadly. Steadily going onto the fronts, into the peaks of RAF2. That would be the one guy that you didn't want to mess with. And you see Nikki already somehow in there with a kill. Oskarish and Tomic trying to get the side, trying to tap the heads, but no luck for them. As Oskarish now finishes the job, and it feels that Nikki won't have a word in this round. It's finally Illuminar after a long while with their first point in the second half. At least something positive out of the negative KDs. Both down on 13. We are RAF2 around the 18. Looking for some guns. And that wouldn't be this round. Fate didn't want to buy. Illuminar though invested everything. 3 AKs. If they lose them, it might be also the game. As you may know that the AKs are just really powerful on the T side. And on CT side even more, where you held angles. But oh, the angle was held by Oskarish. No more. Patrick, a bit more unlucky on the flash. And Tomic into the scoreboard with 2 more. Playing around. Finding the opportunity. Now, there could be shikes. I'll leave it to Nikki. You know, he was the one carrying the first half. Trading, entering. And he might as well do it now. There's 2 players peeking in, but the spray is off. And Illuminar on to another point. That will be a back for Fate if they won those 2 rounds. They, especially the pistol, it will be a big factor. And as we see, the money situation is already over. The crisis is in it. And Just the pistols, of course. Nade up. Try the damage. Shy already off. Yeah, great start for Illuminar. Once again, it's their pick off and lift off into the round. Worrying state as 7 rounds are approaching us where they need to put everything in and really get into their feel, get into their place. For fate. If they might close it out now. Oscarish. Really ignorant against the fate. Already in, but the Magnet still alive and somehow gets 2 kills. Oscarish really plays with the devil and with the fire. 20 HP left. Still wondering about where those 2 are. If I could get some money off, but the thing with USP is enough. It was his workout. Heal entries kinda forged around. And it's again in the favor of Illuminar. Just playing around, you know. No need to lose the guns, Illuminar. They have the AKs. But Modern had the Mach 10, so that's kind of for him. If he wants to peek, go for the kills. That's his mind. And it feels like he's got already 5.7k. Just with those 2 kills. And round 1. It might be a reverse sweep if we're gonna see more of this. By the Polish side of the server. Shake body up. Meanwhile, Illuminar sticks to the AKs. You know, if it works, why would you change it? And as well, they are now pushing it to the side. Really surprising the enemies. And flushes in, flushes out. And 2 of the players already gone on the city side. Meanwhile, Mary picks up a triple. Or a third. And bomb is in again. Really, nothing spectacle from Fate. They were leading 12-3 on the start, already losing 4 rounds. I feel that there is something starting to crumble. They're gonna save again. Jam time for a strike. And Raf 2, he might just add up some more kills to his KD. Still the best player on the server, kill-wise. And Illuminar decreasing the advantage. Even the gun advantage. Now it is Shy here. Open play. And an open sight. For him, he just needs to hide. And that's a good choice. Something that he's gonna bring up the fade up. And I feel like it's maybe for you as a sleeper, but if you are Illuminar fan, I would say you are now cheering your favorite team up as much as you can. You are screaming in your bedroom or your living room, anywhere you are. And maybe you can even invite your friends up here. So still have more fun to go. Patrick and Zan, you're already in the listing of the kills. And it feels like Illuminar now found their drive into the game. It's gonna be James them again. And I can't stress enough, Fate were winning 12-3. And I'm not biased at all, but I would like to see them maybe win. Like at least the aim fights that Shike just presented. And he may be for a bit more. Guy creeping out of the corner. Show the bait. That could be totally enough. Flash in, but a miss. 30-degree window. Yeah. Bombi's proudest moment in his career. Timeout from the cities. I feel like the club from Bulgaria just doesn't feel the game. You know, they were winning. Now just losing the fight at the start. And it's again maybe copying of their strats that are Illuminar doing now. Playing it slow, getting the kills up. And that could be a game changer. in this state. Round 2 in 1. Still open book. Anyone can write anything in it. But it feels like the Illuminar just like it a bit more. They maybe wanted to make a stage for themselves. This theater of kills, of opens, of flashes. As they now have to get into the site, somehow crash through the enemies. But it's not enough. One player now remaining on the B side, meanwhile the other guy is in the connector, and yeah, falling it apart for Illuminar. I maybe talked about too much about them. The kills are coming the way of fate. 1v4 for Bogdan. Just a deja vu from the first half where they couldn't care less about the rounds, but they couldn't win. Right, Fate back in the saddle. Yeah, see 13-8. Of course, 3 rounds to win the whole match and advance to more of a different state. Of course, meanwhile, there are still matches being played around. Esport already lost and is out of the tournament, as well as SC Esports. I need to again emphasize that there are more matches coming and more kills coming for Shake. Let's see now again, posted up close and personal. Might be a bit of a mirror for him. As Illuminar does the same. Can Fate close it out? Really? I thought that no one would think by now, but Shank already shines as he gets 2, but Tomic the GOAT shuts down his spree and leaves Nicky. He was impactful. Now he needs to make double that much of an impact. But the peak is in, the plays are out, also in the place. And I feel that Fate maybe salvaged this, even though they didn't have to. You know what? In the state of 5v3, I would just stick my head out and yell, I'm going back, and you are not going to push me anywhere else. It feels that Fate wanted to do it in a more aggressive way, and it's already 14-8. And yeah, the Bulgarians might be up to something. Last cash on the Poles. And I feel that they might not be advancing at all. 6 rounds are the difference between them. Meanwhile, Singularity and Lumix took a fight. Singularity won this one. Okay, Molotov in. No problem. Zan already goes in. Just a couple of HP. That was the cost of his kill. Really. The mirror is here. This Shakes. Another kill, admit. And be a good helper. The one from the CIS region. In the Bulgarian team. The group of 4. Approaching the B side. Against the 1 minute. Playing on the nerves of the CDs. And yet there is much to see. Pre-smokes, Molly, or maybe just try entry. Okay. Wanna play the game? Fate's gonna be 2. Flush up, peeks together. Hybrid though. Wallbangs are on the greatest moment achievable. And it's a double for him. As well as his teammate finishes up the round, and Fate really put the nail in the coffin of Illuminar's game. Just 1 round. It is really the needed point that they need to get. Tantalizing for Illuminar. Last scraps of the buy. Oh, they found the ground. They've used it. And finally, boost from the cities, but Zen! Okay, why not? That's a pretty fast spot now. No worries. I'm gonna check it every day. Because of Zen. And yeah, maybe only reaction on the Fate. The acts of Raftu still unanswered. It might be the intel that's coming up on the cities. Someone's walking up mid. Might be a good call to rotate. Hybrid does. Hybrid just needs to tap the heads, but Oscarish fast on the trigger. Great shot. And Raftu, where are you? Are you lost? Because your enemy is as well. Oscarish just walks past. The timing couldn't be better. And Raftu already out, already peeks in the mid, and might be up down. That is a horrible stuff for Illuminar. Not a great choice, and even adds up another. Still 3 hedges away from the game 1. No need to rush. Just wait, Fate. Tap the head. But Tomic. Nasty shot with the scout. And Shike at least deserves another. And by the way, you've seen the Fate won? It's 16-8. And even though they struggled a bit on the CD side, they still managed to hold it out. And we can see them advancing into the round 2. And of course, there's not much to be said. Like, Illuminar lost the T side pretty heavily, losing on entries, losing on trades, and after that, on CD side, they've tried their best. But, reverse. On T side, they tried their best and undo their sins. But yeah, there is nothing to talk about now, as they're out of the tournament, and we see Team Fate going straight up to the second round. Till then, we are taking a small content break, and after that, we are back with the analysts, and of course, match 2 is ready. Stay tuned and stay hydrated.